Now let's go ahead and try to understand something called Newton's laws. So Newton was the first person who tried to explain these forces, right? He was the first person who tried to explain these forces based on the results that we are getting. What is it? We know that if a force is acting on the body, there are various changes that are going to happen. So what all things that does force can change? We have just seen that force can change. One, speed of the body. Two, direction of body. Three, shape of the body. Four, size of the body. And five, position of the body. These are the things that a force can change. But otherwise, if I want to be very sure, if I take a small body, which is a point object, a very small rigid body, then shape and size cannot be changed. If I take a very small, let's say I take a small iron ball, then shape and size cannot be changed. Then speed, direction, and position can be changed. Do you know what is, what is speed? Yeah, all of you, do you know what is speed?
Yes, sir.
Distance traveled in per unit time.
Yeah, distance traveled in unit time is called speed, right? All of you know that. And you know what is velocity?
So it's a vector quantity
Yeah,
with
it is a
direction
vector
and
quantity. So what is velocity? Velocity is what? It is displacement in unit time, right? And I hope you know what is distance and what is displacement. So you know what is displacement?
yes, sir.
So you know that, right? So what is it? Speed with direction. I can call it as what? I can say it is velocity, right? So what can I can say that force changes velocity of a body. What does force do? Force changes velocity of a body. Then we define something else. We define something called acceleration. You know what is acceleration?
Yes, sir. Change in speed per unit time.
So acceleration is change in velocity per unit time. So these are the things that we are required to know. Fine. So if velocity changes, then what will happen? Acceleration is not equal to zero. So I can say force produces acceleration. Can I say if I take a body whose size and shape cannot be changed, then what would happen if a force is applied on the body? If a force is applied on the body, then what would happen? Its velocity would change. If velocity is changing, then what can I say? I can say that the body is having acceleration. So from this, what I can infer, I can say that force acting on a body produces acceleration. So whatever things we have written down here, Newton framed them into three laws, and those are world famous laws of Newton, right? We call them as Newton's laws of motion. So let's try to understand them. Now, first thing that he said, we'll just try to understand that concept of Newton's laws. I don't think it is exclusively mentioned in your syllabus, but that is something that you can directly understand. Now, he said that he gave three situations. Situation one, when force is not applied. Situation two, when force is applied. Situation three, after force is applied. These three situations he tried to explain. He called it as first law, this is second law, and this is third law. So what are the three things that he has? He tried to explain what happens to the body when force is not applied on the body. Then what happens to the body when force is applied on the body? What happens to the body after the force is applied to the body? What does first law say? First law says that, when force is not applied, what will happen? There is no acceleration. We know that when force is applied, what will happen? There would be acceleration. When force is not applied, there is no acceleration. Fine. So first law, what does it say? It says, a body continues to be in its state of rest or uniform motion until and unless an external unbalanced force acts on it. Okay. I mean, I hope so. This is first law. What does it say? A body continues to be in its state of rest. What does it mean? If it is already at rest, it will continue to be at rest. Or uniform motion. Uniform motion is what? A body moving with constant velocity. If it is moving with constant velocity, then it will continue to move with constant velocity. So what does it mean? So in both the cases, acceleration is zero. It means what? If no force is applied on a body, what will happen? The acceleration of the body is zero. That's what is the meaning of first law. But how did he present it? He said that if a body is at rest, it will be at rest. If a body is moving with constant velocity, it will continue to move with constant velocity. Everything seems to be very simple, but there are a few things that we need to understand. We know what is a balanced force. So unbalanced force also we know. Then we have something called external force. Now let's try to understand this concept of external force. You can just first scribble down this law. You can just write down this law, all of you. So there are three conditions here. One is what? Rest. What does rest mean? What does rest mean? The body is not moving or the velocity of the body is zero, right? That's the first condition. Second thing, what does uniform motion mean? So let's try to understand each term here. We know a few terms.
Sir, the distance time graph is a straight line.
A distance time graph is a straight line, or the body is moving with constant velocity, right? Rest. What does rest mean? Velocity is zero. What does uniform motion mean? Velocity is constant, right? Now, what is the other thing? Unbalanced force, we have just seen that. So the other thing which we are required to understand is what is an external force.